Once again from Robert Presents. We're ripping out a hallway here. So I just got done fixing the door jambs here, and now we have to continue down the line and rip out the rug and get the floor prepped. So I guess I'll see you in a few.
Okay, so here's Bob going into the closet. We've worked his way out from the first room he's done. Welcome everybody to the first official Robert Presents video. Installing laminate flooring
in a closet. I'm trying to get it to click.
1,100 square feet on this floor and another 600 square feet in the basement. He's already prepped this, pulled out the rug, prepped the floor. This is eco padding, and there is padding on the bottom of this laminate, by the way.
There we go. Hear it click?
Yes. So you
got to hear it click, or it's not installed properly. Let's see if we can do it here now. It's up.
So it's a crowbar, and what is that piece called that you're using?
The tapping block.
You see here what Bob uses. It's from Blue Hawk.
Now we're in.
Tapping block.
Where's my knife around?
I did see it somewhere. So let's take a look at what Bob did yesterday. Everything you see here he did himself. He moved the furniture, took the bed apart, put it back together. This was all rug that's been here for 15 years, the original. He did an absolutely beautiful job here. You can see in the closet. It is perfect. Gorgeous. This is my son's bedroom. Bob came in here. Again, everything you see was all him. No helper needed. Now there's the dumpster outside. We got a 10-yard dumpster, which is 8 feet wide by 10 feet long. It'll cost you about $200 when it's all said and done for 3 weeks. And Bob just tosses the rugs right out the window. Nice and convenient.
What's that?
And what is this here?
Is a dustless saw for floating floors. No saw blade.
Okay, so Bob's going to cut a piece here. Let's get a good look.
See, it leaves no dust. That means you can saw on the job.
That's beautiful.
Without worrying about making dust in the homeowner's house.
You want a job right, this is the man to do it. He will not do a sloppy job. I can tell you that firsthand. He doesn't cut corners.
Try not to.
He will do it perfectly, or it's not getting done. Okay, so Bob's finishing up the closet there. So let's take a tour of what he's going to be doing. You can see here he laid all the eco padding. He's going to most likely come into this room next. He has a choice to go either into the master bedroom or into my one daughter's bedroom here. And then he's going to work his way out. So here you see we have the flooring stacked. Then after he gets that first room done, this will be the last room on this floor done. The master bedroom would be the next biggest. And you can see he started here. So this is the original rug. The animals have destroyed it over the years. It was time to be done. So he's going to do all this. And then these 2 rooms. And that will complete the project for the upstairs. And then he's going to do the basement. And we'll have videos of everything. Please subscribe. You're going to see many more videos to come. Bob does a multitude of projects, just not flooring. Anything pretty much he can do that pertains to a house. So we will have tons of videos for you. Great learning experience. Lots of information. Live on-the-job action. You'll definitely want to subscribe to Robert Presents. And we'll be back with another part. Okay, so Bob has got most of the hallway done. Looks absolutely immaculate. In the closet, beautiful. Okay, so as Bob's going to turn the corner here, we're going to get some advice from him. Bob,
scribe around the door as best you can.
So going around these corners is difficult.
We gotta pull the hallway through to the next room. That's what's difficult.
What are some of the things that somebody inexperienced would want to look for coming around this corner like this?
You have to butt the wood up. I butt the wood up and I scribe to the door jamb, and you have to make sure you need enough room so it can expand and contract.
What do you think, about a 1/4 of an inch?
Yeah.
We leave off. So let's see what Bob did here. Now we're going to pour 1/4 round on the sides.
Yeah.
1/4 round on the side, and you can see how Bob's staggering it. He said it's like a puzzle, so he's just working his way out. So when taking on a project like this, you got to just stay in the same pattern. You can't just drift off into another room and then work your way out to a hallway. Or you would recommend going...
No, the only way you can do that is if you cut the door jambs and put a transition in, then we can reverse the direction.
Then you can, okay. Good tip there.
It's a little involved.
Okay.
There's a lot to explain. I mean, it's kind of hard doing in one shot.
Understand. Viewers are just trying to get some tips if they're going to take on a project like this for somebody who never did it before. So you're going to go into the master bedroom next?
No, I'm just pulling it through so I can go in there. I see how I pulled it into that doorway?
Okay.
You know, I have to pull this room through.
Let me get a good shot there. Okay. So what room do you think you're going to go into? The...
You know, notice how we're leaving a 1/4 inch gap, but I still need to go under the door casing here. So it creates a finished look. So here's my gap.
Because we can't put any 1/4 round here, it had to go under. Did you take off any trim?
Nope.
You didn't, you just slid it right under.
Yeah.
Nice. So you got your saw set up here. Is this the room you're going to probably go into next? Or you don't know yet?
Yeah. Yeah.
In here.
Pull through your room first.
Okay.
And then I want to jump into that. And dude, I would have had my saw up here, but it's too many doorways all at once. It would kill me walking up and down the steps.
Okay.
Or I wouldn't want to make dust. Believe me, I don't feel like cleaning it up.
And how important is keeping the area clean that you're working with?
Well, if you have debris on your floor, you'll hear a crackling noise. So, like before I install this wood, I'll sweep this debris back.
Okay. So it's really important to prep it good, get the debris out.
The floor on top is only as good as the floor underneath of it. If your floor underneath stinks, prep works everything with flooring. If the floor is not sound and level, you're gonna have a hard time installing this stuff. This stuff needs a flat surface. Period.
Now I see you cut part of the rug out here, and that's about as far as you plan on going before going into the other room.
I'm going one more board wide. I'm gonna pull through this door and then I'm gonna reverse my way back.
Okay, so you cut out that section there.
I can't continue until I fill this in.
Okay, so you're going to fill it to the edge of that,
yeah,
probably?
So I measure 54 inches, this is what this board is.
Okay, that's a good shot of going on.
And I already have it pre-cut. So it's a lot of scribing.
Look at that, it goes right under. Nice.
Well, it's a little tricky, but we'll get it. Hold on. It's a pain in the ass. I have to do a slight lift and bang, tap it with the tapping hammer. Where's that at? It's another thing, you don't want to beat the hell out of your floor either. That's why you should have a tapping block. Put it right on the edge.
What are some of the mistakes when you were a beginner or other beginners made that you could avoid?
Beating on the floor with a hammer.
Don't use a hammer?
You need a tapping block or a piece of material. If you use a piece of the material, the grooves will, work, but what happens is your material starts to break. So get yourself a tapping block.
And that's Blue Hawk.
Now these are lock and click, and they're not really easy, so you got to do a slight lift up, which I'm using my knee to pivot it. I'm going to slightly tap on it. Make sure my seam's together. I'm going to tap on it down a little bit. See it fall in?
Nice.
See that?
Yep. And that's perfectly
smooth as a baby's ass.
Look at that.
Oh, can you see it on YouTube?
Yeah, I think we'll let that slide.
Alright, so there it is. But you have to allow yourself expansion. Now, come on the other side of this doorway, you'll see what I mean.
Okay.
So I ran it under the jams. See, it's under your jams. Because I pre-cut the jams.
Okay.
See how they're pre-cut to the width?
Yes.
Of the board?
Right.
But so I have expansion up to here, and now I have this going under because it creates a finished look. If there'd be a hole there, it would look like hammered shit. So but we have to have expansion. You have to have space. At least a 1/4 inch, give or take.
1/4 inch you're going to leave.
Give or take.
And you're going to put 1/4 round or no?
1/4 round will cover that up, yeah.
Oh, we'll be 1/4 round. Okay, you're going to leave that trim like that? Is that okay?
Yeah, this trim's fine.
Down there. The trim on the bottom where that's all staying like
Here?
it is. Yeah.
Now this gets 1/4 round.
The 1/4 round's just going to slam right in.
1/4 round goes around the perimeter the whole job, except for the door jams.
Got it.
Everywhere else is getting it. Now notice how this is pre-cut.
Right.
So that this way I know my board will slide up in there. That one I have to cut yet. See, it's not cut yet. And here's my saw. This is called a door jam saw. And you can also cut doors with this saw. It's a circular saw turned sideways.
Can you hold it?
And this runs on the floor, and you can adjust the height of your blade.
So where are you
So
going to
right
line
now
it
I
up?
have my blade right to the top of that floor. See it? So now I know that whatever I cut, my floor will fit under there.
Oh, okay. Nice.
See?
Yes.
Only thing is, this is about $200 and some. It's a little pricey.
What is the model?
If you're a beginner, you could use a handsaw. They have door jam handsaws. But me being 52 years old, I don't saw by hand anymore too much.
Multi-undercut saw.
It's an undercut. Yep.
And we see a brand on here. You get some more light. So there you go, folks. If you're trying to take on a project like this, these are some
You better know what you're doing.
excellent tips right here.
Because this floor is going to grow and contract with the atmosphere.
Okay.
So if we don't leave space around the perimeter, it's going to buckle.
It would.
And if you do too much space, it's going to shrink away from the 1/4 round. So you have to be just right.
You got to get it perfectly. So you're thinking
Not perfect, but
1/4 inches roughly, or
no more than 1/4 inch, but no less than 1/8 of an inch.
1/8 of an inch. Okay. So would you say the hardest part is going around these corners?
Oh, we just got to keep in mind that you need to have, space. Now you can say mine aren't perfect, but if you can stick your finger in there, you're good. See it?
Okay. So you want to be able to get your finger. There's a perfect.
It doesn't
size.
matter if a cardboard's touched the wall, but most of the job needs to be cut all around the perimeter. Now over here, I came to a situation where we have the flooring the same size as your the railing.
The rail. Okay.
So I decided I can't put 1/4 round in here. I can't do anything. So I created a finished edge and I made it tight, just to create a finished look.
Now what about
So
expansion?
when the floor expands, it's going to hit this and start expanding that way. So I have to make sure on that wall I leave enough space.
Okay, on the other end.
Okay.
Now how far will expansion go? Will it run?
That depends on. Oh, it'll run. Yeah.
It will. Even
Well, this
20
floor
feet?
slides.
Okay. Is that why it's called a floating floor? Pretty much.
So it's going to expand and contract big time.
Okay. There's a good shot of, see, he has that nice and tight, no gap there, but a tiny gap here.
Well, the reason why it's a little bit closer here is because, see, your baseboard's real high. I know I can slide this under this baseboard.
Okay.
Because your baseboard's real high.
But you didn't. And this...
So I made it a little bit closer so I can nail it better.
Okay. And quarter round, obviously, right there.
Yeah.
And that'll look beautiful.
Like, I can push this floor under this baseboard right now.
Okay.
So if it expands, I mean, to you it looks like I made it touch, right. But I know that it'll be able to expand underneath there. Okay.
So when it expands, it will go that way?
Underneath that baseboard.
It expands both ways, so it's going to expand left and right.
It's going to expand more in the width than it is in the length. Usually your floor expands in your width.
Okay, got it. Okay, we will let Bob do his thing. We'll come back and see how he progresses. Thanks for watching, everyone.